Hey. Hi. Can you please tell me if you can hear me before we start? Please tell me if you hear me. Just someone say, hey, I can hear you. And I'm gonna tilt you up just a little bit, waiting for your hey, waiting for your okay. Can you hear me? Please let me know in the comments. Okay. Okay, so I'll just guess that you can hear me. And I'm gonna start. We're gonna wait for like 1 more minute for students to come. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to hope that you'll hear me, hope that you can hear me. And I'm going to say a few things. Let's see. Let me put you off the quality better, and let me check. We're gonna start in 1 minute, so okay, so if anyone sees me, please tell me if you can hear me or not. I had a little problem with my internet, but I think it's cool now. So if you can hear me, write in the comments, please. Something. Okay, I'm just going to start. Please let me know if you can hear me. So today we are going to do a live tribal fusion class, in case you didn't know what you're going for, what you joined for. We're going to do a live tribal fusion class. We're going to, like in every class, we're going to do a warm-up and some stretching. It's going to be a short warm-up though. We're going to do a bit of abs, like I like to do in every class. It's not like a full-on class like I would do in the studio, but it is like a short live class. And actually, I'm going through a process right now of building my my method, my plan in my teachings. And actually, I separate my school. In my school, I have like classes that I'm giving in Persian dance and lady style and tribal fusion, but I like to separate it to develop it to like 12 stages, like in school, you know, grades. And this dance belongs to, I actually already published on my Patreon and Teachable the first, like the pre-first or the like basic tribal fusion classes and the first and second grade. Today we're going to learn, I think it's like the third level. It means that it's like, it's a dance that belongs to the third grade, but it starts on a very simple and kind of easygoing movement. So I thought it would be suitable for you for all levels. And that's what we're gonna do today. And we are going to, today, I don't know if you saw, but I published on my IG, on my Instagram, the solar eclipse, the dance that I'm going to teach today. It also has hoops, but we're not going to use the hoops today. I am going to show you, like demonstrate how it looks, but you really don't need hoops for that, so don't worry. But if you do like to dance with hoops, which is something I did for like a lot of years, I'm not doing it so much anymore, but I'm definitely teaching it on my Patreon. And if you like, so you can grab your hoop, you're gonna use it just a little bit today. But yeah, let's get started. I hope you can hear me, because I can see, if you wouldn't hear me, you would tell me. I hope so. Cool, so we're actually starting in a warm-up that is kind of like a little blessing. And we are starting on the floor, but I'm gonna show you the hands before we go on the floor on the knees. So in this little warm-up that we're doing is kind of like a prayer dance, like like a gratitude dance. So we're starting with our hands together and we are pulsing the hands into each other and opening them in little waves. We're doing that one time. We're doing it bigger on the second time, and then we're going to a arabesque shape, or like a castle, or a castle shape, a palace shape. After that, I'm going to release my hands on a cobra. I'm not going to tell you what a cobra right now because I'm not going through techniques. This is, then I'm going to send my hands forward, and then I'm going to go up, and I'm going to stretch my sides. So you'll see we're going to do everything on the floor. As I said, if you haven't joined my live classes, if you haven't joined them yet, so you should know that I'm not using copyrighted music here. I'm kind of like, we're doing the dance. We're doing things that are with music that is non-copyright, but because music is like my biggest passion with dance, so I feel kind of like the need to say on my Patreon, I'm doing a lot of classes that has belly dance and tribal fusion music and cool music, but we are using kind of like a non-copyright music here. So after that little explanation, I think you can definitely follow me. If it's hard for you to sit on your knees, you can do all the warm-up standing up, but I'm going to do it on my knees, and I'm gonna be in front of you so you can see me, so don't worry. Yay. Okay, so I gave you some time to join. I hope it won't fall. Okay. Yay. So let's start. Could it be that I haven't taken my... Wow, I think it can. I didn't take my speaker. So everyone get on the floor. If you need some kind of a pillow or something, just put it underneath.
Battery 60%. Connected to iPad 2.
Yay! So we're starting. Knees on the floor, and yes, let's do it. Okay, so you can see me. Hands together. We're going for hands bigger. Articulate your hands, go up, really open the chest, and go down. So it's like a prayer, kind of like a prayer warm-up. Go up vertebrae by vertebrae, head comes last. Now we're going to take it a stretch to one side and back, and stretch to the other side, and take it center, and roll up. One more time, hands together. We're going for 1 and 2, and breathe. Breathe with the movement. And up, above the head. I forgot to say we have a lotus here. And we're taking it above the head, opening the chest, opening your elbows to the side, and take it articulated movement down, and go up vertebrae by vertebrae. And go to the other side, stretch to the left. And back, open the chest. You can see me on the mirror, all my angles. And center. And roll up. We really want to roll up our spine. Once again, stretch the neck. 5 and 6. We're going for the same little routine. Going 1, 2. Open. Breathe with the movement. If you can't, lotus. And open the chest, arch your back, and take it forward. Yes, and go up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head comes last. We're going to stretch it to one side and to the back. Abs are tight, and down, and roll up. And we're taking it one more time before we're continuing. 1, 2, open, bigger, take it up, articulate your arms, and lotus if you can, and open the chest, and down, and vertebrae by vertebrae up, woo, and going to stretch to that other side, stretch, open the chest, and other side, and let's pull up. So we got our spine moving. We're going for some abs. We have to do it. So don't run away. I can't see you, but I can feel you. So don't run away. We're sitting on tall. Let's release the shoulders and we're going down, holding the abs up and down and up and down. If you don't know, so I'm adding my Isis arms here. I'm going in and up and in and up and in and up and in. Now let's stay back. If you can, take your feet high. So hold there, hold with your feet up high. We're in a live class, so things can go a little bit crazy, but really hold your legs up high and start to wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands. Don't stop, don't stop. I don't want you to stop. I can feel you. Don't stop. And our legs are high. So, yes. Take the hands to the sides. Hold your abs. Let's go back to Isis arms. If you can, do it with the legs. Go further and up. So I'm doing boat to canoe with my legs. If you can't do this, put your legs on the floor and up, down. And let's open to a straddle. If you can, so be in a straddle. Music is so high, I can't hear myself. I hope that you can hear me now. So I'm sitting in a straddle. And we're taking our hands back and we're rotating our hips forward and back. Just rotating them forward and back. And forward and back. And forward and back. We're engaging the glutes. So squeeze your glutes. Squeeze and release. And squeeze and release. And squeeze and release. If you can, double time. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. So we do want to develop our glutes muscles for sure. And let's send our hands to the side if we can and wave the arms. And 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm stretching to one leg and taking my right hand, circling the wrist. Do what I do, not what I say, because I'm mirroring you. I'm not mirroring you all the time, so other side. Stretch and rotate the wrists and point the legs. Good. And let's go up. And let's stretch the neck to one side. So I'm stretching the right side. Breathe. You don't really want to pull the neck, but you want to really be gentle on it. Other side. Sit tall. Engage your lower abs. Engage your pelvic floor muscles. Really gentle. Be gentle with your neck. And I'm closing the legs together. And I'm going to an all fours, and I'm going to take my toes in. I'm going up to an downward facing dog, walking in the place. Walking and walking in place. And let's take our hands to our legs. And if you can't reach your toes, so bend your knees, but we want to really generously bend and straight. Bend, release your head. Again, go bend and straight. And bend and straight. Once again, go bend and straight and bend. And let's roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head comes last. Yes, and the song just ended. Almost ended. Okay, so I'm gonna tilt you back to my level. Please let me know if you can. Okay, you can hear me, I guess, because you would have told me if you couldn't. Cool. People are so, Okay. Is it straight? Yeah. Cool. So now we are starting the technique part. Take a moment to drink a sip of water. I forgot my glass here outside, so take just a second to drink your glass of water. I actually did not forget it outside. I totally brought it with me because I'm smart, but then I forget. Okay, so we're continuing for the technique part. So like in every other class, of course, it's a live class, so I don't know your levels back home. I don't know what level are you. I would love it if after the class, you can write me in the comments, not on the live chat, but after class, if you can write me in the comments where you're from and what time did you do the live class with me. And as I said before, everything I teach on my live classes on YouTube are like a part. I teach you parts of what I teach on my Patreon, so you can like see what it is. This choreography is called Solar Eclipse. We're going to learn today, and it's a choreography that I made like 5 years ago, and it's so special to me because I feel like all the choreographies I make are like the stones, you know, are like the steps of my development as a dancer, and they show my stage and my level as a dancer. So it's really nice and really exciting for me to go back and to see how would I dance now, something I did 5 years ago. It's very fun, and besides, I put a lot of love and effort and thought into my creativity, into my dances, or choreography, so I really like to teach them. A lot of the things that I will talk about today is like if you're doing this class, so I'm not gonna really dive deep into techniques because everything is on my Patreon. Some of the movements I'll teach today most of them actually are even free on my YouTube. So I'm gonna put, after the class on the link, I'm gonna put you in the links below, all the little links for classes that would teach you movements I'm doing today in case you don't have any any foundations in tribal fusion. So let's begin in front of the mirror. You know what? I'm gonna be in front of you so you can see me. Let's bend our knees. I'm gonna check because I definitely wrote what I want to teach you today. Okay, so let's just begin. I'm gonna put some music. We're going to drill some things that, as I told you, are already on my channel or they are on my beginner course. We're going to just drill them for a few minutes and then go back and explain things I need to explain. We're gonna take a moment to breathe. Good. Okay, I'm putting the music, so just a second. My internet is kind of low. So, knees are together, knees are bent, and we are starting with a simple hip drops. We're engaging the glutes, yes. I am taking the camera so you can see me. Squeezing the glutes. You continue while I'll take the camera just a bit higher. We're continuing with we're doing the glutes. Double time, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and release. Once again, we're starting slow. Hands on the second position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Double time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and release. Let's take the chest up and down. Hands on the first position on my hips and down. Up and down. And up and down. Up and down, moving from my upper back. Let's do pelvic lock. In and back. In back, really squeezing the lower, squeezing in and out. Lower abs, lower back. Let's take everything together. We're doing head, circle. We're doing up, down with the chest. We're doing in, out with the pelvic, and we're going down, 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 and up. Hands in a second position. Head in a circle, long. Chest going up, chest going down. Hips going in, pelvic going in, going down and back. And we're dropping 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's do everything double time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 E and 2, 4. Sorry, I've missed the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again. Head 1, 2, 3, 4. Chest up. 6, 7, 8. Go down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release. Release the shoulders a little bit. It's just a warm-up, just some technique marks. We're taking 2 hands to the chest. We're going in and out, up, down. We're going side, continue. I'm going to show you my hands so you won't get confused. I'm going side, opening, back to the chest. Side, back to the chest. Let's add something there. I'm going side, doing a hand wave, going back to the center. Other side, 5, 6, 7, going out, waving, center. Other side, going out and a center. Going to the side, go out, wave, head comes with the hand. Head goes out with the hand, wave. Let's add a 4-4 shimmy on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, continue, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, continue, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, adding the hands, 5, 6, we're adding the hands, we're going out, wave, in, and out, and wave. If you're an advanced or intermediate, you can do out, snake arm, up with the chest down, out, snake arm, in, up, down with the chest, out, snake arms, up, down, continuing with the hip drops, in. So you can look at me one time, going out with the hand, snake arm, back, chest goes up and down. Everything while I'm doing 4-4 shimmy, up, down, and release. Yes, we're continuing to some more techniques. Don't think that we ended it. We are going for some shoulder shimmy and an omni. A shoulder shimmy, so my arms are in place. I'm not moving my hands. Especially if you're a beginner, don't move your hands. I know it's hard and it's like hard, but if you're a beginner, you want to make sure that nothing moves. If you're an advanced or intermediate, well, sometimes you can feel more released in the body, but when you're a beginner, it's super essential to keep your hands in space and just move the part that you're moving. Now let's take it double time. Down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's release it for a second. Release the shoulders. So I'm counting half time. 6, 5, 6, half time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now regular time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Just a shoulder shimmy. Double time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. I'm doing double time in a second. We're doing 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and a 8E and a, if you have the shimmy. If you haven't got the shimmy, just stay, whoo, and release. This is hard for the muscles if you keep your hands in place. Let's go for the omni. Omni, so let's square. Let's do a hips diamond. Side, in, side, back, side, in. Hands are in a first position. Other side. You ready? We're starting to the left, in. To the left, in. To the left. Now let's connect the dots. Left to go right. And other side. So, good. So we have the omni. Let's do a shoulder shimmy. Omni, 2, 3, 4, shoulder shimmy. And 1, omni to the other side, 2, 3, 4, exactly. Release your hands for a second. I want to see what the time is. Yes, okay, perfect. So really, sometimes I have class, I focus on new things, usually on a specific style. Usually in those live classes, I go through a little bit of technique here and there, short warm-up, just to have like a less than an hour, like a kind of like a short dance class that contains everything. So if you feel you need, when you're doing this class again, some stretches before, some abs, some workout before, more conditioning, I have things on my Patreon. I have some things on my YouTube, so go check the channel out. You have a lot of content that you can do before or after if you want to add something to your workout. And now we're going to go through some new movements. So the new movements I'm going to teach today, as I said, are part of this choreography, the solar eclipse choreography. I'm going to teach all the choreography on my Patreon, but I just thought of, you know, like giving you, my subscribers, some fun kind of class workout to teach you new things. Let's see, I knew I had some questions, but I didn't really understand what it said. How do I snake from bras? I don't quite understand that. If you can later maybe say it differently or explain, I will love to answer you. We are going for, I wrote everything today. I have so much things on my head because I'm doing so many like styles and I have movements. I dream about dances and movements, so I have a lot of stuff. I like to write it down. We're going for a melting omni. So we just did an omni. The melting omni is something that I basically just bend my knees more, and sometimes you'll see me do a melting omni up on my toes to go down. Let's try this for a second. So start your omni, bend your knees even more, and if you feel strong enough, we're going right to left. You can take your heels off the floor and try to go down like a hula girl. Hula, hula, hoop, hula, hula, hoop, oh. I started in the wrong note, and then I think I started in the wrong note. Okay, so let's try it again. Right to right to left. Let's do right to left. And then take your heels off the floor if you can, and go down, 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 like a hula, hula girl. Actually, this dance contains hula hoop. So, it's not just by coincidence that I thought of this hula hula hoop song. Why did I sing it? I sang it as a hula girl, but it's actually a hula hoop. So let's do it to the other side. You went right to left, right? So let's do left to right again. Left to right on our feet, no moving. Now go even deeper. Now take your heels off the floor. Now go down, 2, 3, 4, go up, 6, 7, 8, release. Release your legs. We're going right to left, regular omni, right to left, right to left. Now take your knees and bend them. Now take your heels, take them up to go down, 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 like a hula hula hoop, hula hula hoop. Oh, oh. Okay, release your legs. You can keep on practicing this after class. We're continuing. So I just had the melting omni. Melting omni is not going all the way down. Melting omni is only, because we have to bend our knees when we're doing omni. Melting omni is only when I'm bending my knees just a little bit more. So let's do everything together. Let's do regular omni, melting omni. Let's take the hands up to a snake, okay? Let's just work on that for a second. Omni, melting omni, hands come up. I'm gonna show you closer. Omni, melting omni, hands come up from the side. Again, omni, melting omni, hands come up from the side and snaking them. Let's do it in front of the mirror. Oh my God, it's getting hot in here. Again, left to right. Omni, melting omni, hands come up from the side. Right to left. Omni, melting omni, and up from the sides, and release the hands. So again, you have a new definition, a new movement. It's the melting omni. We're going for, wow, I have a lot of movements to teach today. I don't know if I can do them all today, but there is something that I love to do on my dances, and I never, like I didn't ask anyone what's the name, but I realized that a lot of movements I use are things that I see on different dances, and then I take them. So sometimes they don't even have a name. If anyone that sees my class has a different name from what I'm gonna show right now, please tell me. But I called it the Khaliji toss. So Khaliji dance, if you don't know, so they wipe their hair quite a lot in Khaliji dance. And I have this movement, I don't know if you saw it, but I have this movement that I'm gonna do it in front of you. I'm tossing my hands and I'm going down. I'm not really gonna break down the technique right now, but basically in the dance itself, I use my hoop and I do that. So just you to know, this is how I call this movement. It's a Khaliji toss. And I'm definitely, sometimes, most of the times, I'm doing it when I'm standing to a diagonal. But this time I'm gonna do it standing in front, and I'm going to use my hoop. I'm gonna show you how it looks with the hoop actually, because I'm gonna teach the Khaliji toss on further, I'm gonna do another class in the future in dances that I really have Khaliji toss with no hoop. But in case you don't have hoop, so I'm gonna show you later how to do it without hoop. But basically what I'm doing is just doing this. It's kind of like a figure 8 with the hand. Now I'm going to show it to you with no hoop. So if you have no hoop, imagine that you want to draw with your right hand a rounded shape, as if you have a hula hoop. You want to create a round shape on the wall behind you and kind of like dive into that, sink into that left leg, bend it. See, you can see in the mirror that I'm turned in with my left leg when I do that. And the left hand kind of like windmills, so it's kind of like this movement. I'm going to show it in front of you. But it's just that, it's just that my chest is looking forward. So I'm moving it just aside to the right wall. One of my students, that she's American, she gave, I don't remember, I have a blackout because she gave me the specific name. You know, when you have this thing and you blow it in the wind so it turns, you do this and then it turns. I need to ask her, but I'm using my phone. I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to write it in the comments. If you're following me, I'm going to write it. I'm going to come back with you with it. And if you know by now what I'm talking about, I see something. No, wait. Okay, if you know what I mean, then write me in the comments. Anyway, so this is the Khaliji toss. Okay, it's not a beginner movement. I'm gonna do it again. Please try and do it with me. I'm taking my left leg out, I'm turning it in, I'm gonna bend it. My chest is gonna turn to the right. My hands are going to windmill. I know it's a windmill, but I have another name for that. Windmill. Okay, again, let's not do it to the other side today because we don't have time to flip that. Left leg goes in and bend it, and my right hand goes back. I'm kind of like twisted. Be careful not to, sometimes I see students, they don't go all the way back, so it looks weird. Don't cut the movement in the middle. Really windmill the arms and come back. So I'm bending and straightening. If you are doing it with a hoop, you can definitely look at what I'm doing right now with the hand. I'm not adding the left hand. When I'm doing it with the hoop, I'm doing it only with my right. So, yeah, and I'm doing this movement. Back, behind my back, and front. I'm gonna explain everything on my Patreon. I'm not gonna go down to hoop details now, but just so you know how it looks with a hoop, back and front. Let's take a leap of faith and practice it to the other side because we're in a class. We're here to learn. So why shouldn't we? Let's take just the legs. I'm learning it with you. I've never done it to this side. Right leg goes in and back. It goes side in and center. Now let's take the chest with us. This is the second phase. Chest. Now let's take the hands back. And yeah, I did it. And back. That's when you have good techniques and good understanding of the movement. So with a little bit of practice, you can turn it to the other side. I'm going to show it in front of you. Go. And after you have the movement, you should add the upper back. So really toss and really look as if you want to look at your right hand when you go back. Yes. So this is the Khaliji toss. It has many versions, but this is one version. Let's continue on. We're going to continue to A. I'm gonna choose one more. I'm gonna choose, I wrote so many movements. I choose the Sidewinder. Okay, I'm choosing the Sidewinder. So the Sidewinder is a figure 8 with the chest. You can put your hands on your hips and just try it with me. Yes. And from here, yeah, again, I cannot really explain it much because it's only 1 hour class. But if you want to know more about these movements, so I have full classes on my Patreon that includes really breaking down these movements. So when I'm doing it with the hand, this is a Sidewinder. This is a figure 8 with the chest going down to up. Vertical to the floor, not horizontal, it's a vertical because it's going down to up, and I'm using my side abs. And then when I'm taking my hand and I'm going sideways and I'm sliding, this is the Sidewinder. With the hoop and the dance, if you saw it on YouTube, but you're gonna see it later, it's actually kind of fun because my chest is staying in center, and then I am moving with the hip, so with the hoop. Let's try it to the other side, and whoa. Yeah, so even if you don't have a hoop, but you're taking your hands to the side and trying as if you're pushing something and moving inside while pushing it, imagine that you have a hoop. 1, 2, and side. Good. So this is the Sidewinder, and I'm going to explain it much further on my Patreon. Maybe I'll upload some little tutorial to my YouTube too, just to explain. And the hands, let's drill the Sidewinder hands if you don't know what it is. But even if you do, we are showing it to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what I'm doing with my hands on the Sidewinder. It looks easy, but it's not. I know that if you're a beginner, it's not easy for you. I know it. So don't feel discouraged. Do not. You gotta keep on practicing and learning new stuff, because you learn a movement and you don't usually just get it on place if you don't know it. You need to practice it again and again, and eventually you'll have it, I promise. You just need to continue. Don't be discouraged. So I kind of want to go, and I think it's time to do the full sequence for today. And as I told you, this full sequence is part of the solar eclipse dance. This full tutorial of this dance, including hoops and techniques with working with hoops, is going to be on my Patreon. But for today, we're just going to learn the movements from the dance and get it into a different music, because as I said, I can't really use copyrighted music in this video, but on Patreon, I definitely use it and teach the whole dance, the solar eclipse dance with the music. And if you don't know what dance I'm talking about, you're gonna see the link. I'm gonna put it in the comments in the description, so don't worry. Okay, so actually, let's go back to the beginning, because the beginning is part of the dance, okay? If you saw the dance, I'm sitting on the floor. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna sit on the floor after drinking a sip of water. And surprise! So part of the warm-up that we did today is part of the dance. So we have 1, 2 with the hands, 3, 4, 5, 6 to a palace, 7, 8, 1 going down in a cobra snake. Hands come forward. I'm taking the hoop up in the dance, but if you don't have a hoop, you're just gonna do what we did in the beginning, which is the side stretch. And then I'm taking my feet, my toes in, straightening the legs very, very, very gracefully and rolling up. With the hoop or without. I'm gonna leave the hoop out for a second. And I wanna say that it's funny, but a lot of like getting up from the floor in tribal and in belly dance is usually a big challenge, because we wear skirts that has slits and stuff. So it's kind of like sometimes it can be very challenging actually to go up. But here you go. I gave you a very simple version of going up without taking too much risks of people seeing your crotch or anything. But yeah, so going down, and I put my toes, and then I'm pushing and going up. So this is kind of like going up safely if you need. So here you go, you have an idea. And then, so this was just like on brackets. So you know brackets? Yeah, I don't think it's brackets. I think this is brackets. Sorry, but this was just a side note. If you're seeing the dance and if you want to really complete this first sequence, you can go see the solar eclipse dance, and you see that we're on the floor and we're doing all the beginning ceremony, going up, hands going down, going forward, then going up, and then we are starting the sequence itself, and I'm going to start and explain it. So hands will be in a second in a first position. I'm taking the head right, back, left, front. I'm taking the chest in a circle left to right. I'm taking the hips in a circle. This is the first 8. 1, 2, 3. I have a full 8 taking the head around. I have a 1, 2, 3, 4 with the chest. 5, 6, 7, 8, and melting omni. Let's do it from the beginning. I just want to check again that I'm not lying to you. I'm checking it again. Um, Let's see. So we have a head circle, we have a chest circle, we have a hip circle. Yes, good. So it's my left, good. Okay, so head goes right to left, chest goes right to left, hips in a melting omni right to left, head goes to the left, hand goes to the left, wave it like we did in the technique part, back with the head and the hand, up with the chest, down with the chest, in with the hips, down, and we're going for a singles going up. I'm going to explain everything in front of you. So we're starting in a first position. Hands are in the first position. This is our combo for today. Head goes left to right, right to left, sorry. Chest goes right to left. Hip goes right to left in a melting omni. Now I'm sending the head first. Head goes to the left. Hand goes to the left. It's like really surprising and then melting and waving. And then I'm going back, hand with head, like we did in the beginning. Up, down with the chest. Yeah, the hands are weird. One is in the first position, one is on the Persian position. Up, down with the chest, in, out with the hips, going down, 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 and going up again. So this, let's count it. Let's count it and put some music on. Let's count it and put some music on. Okay, let's do it. Sorry, here it goes. Just drill this with some music. Six, seven. Let's do the start, just to have it. 5, 6 with the hands. Remember, look at the mirror if you don't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the hands. Take them up to a palace and lotus the arms. Take them behind the back. Take them front. Roll up. Put your hand on a first position. We're starting head right to left. Full 8. For a full 8, we're taking chest right to left and melting hips, melting omni. Head looks to the left, hand goes, wave and back, up, down, in, out, shimmy till you go up. So it's not quite a shimmy, it's a 4-4, it's a 4-4 hip drops and going up. So you can do it in your own pace. You can do it slow if you want and go up, or you can do it fast, but the hand comes from the Persian position, down from the side. Again, from the beginning. Everything we did, it's all starting to come together and make a lot of sense. 5, 6, let's wait for another 8. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. 6, 5, 6, 7, go. Open the hands. Bigger wave. Breathe. Up to a palace. Lotus the arms. You can see me. Up on the head. And take it forward on a bird. Go up. And hands in a first position. Head goes right to left for a full 8 count. Chest goes right to left and hips goes. Take the head left and a hand and a wave and a back and a up, down, in, out, shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy the shoulders. Let's again. Before we do it again, I really want to just give you some more movements in case you can follow me. If not, it's okay, just fake it until you make it, or until you understand, better to say. So after we just went up from the 4-4 shimmy, I want to do shimmy with the shoulders, then we're doing the Khaliji toss, then we're doing a snake. Let's do it again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, a sidewinder. Then we're doing the Egyptian and a 4-4 shimmy and a barrel turn, and I'm finishing with my hands in a waves. So you don't have to really understand everything. If you know it, just follow me. Let's count it from the continuing. Shoulder shimmy for 4 counts. Khaliji toss, like I taught you. Sidewinder, a figure 8 to go to a sidewinder. Then you have the Egyptian ATS if you know it. Then a 4-4 shimmy. Then a barrel turn. Then I'm going back with waves in the arms. Okay? So as I said, I know some of you maybe be like shocked now. I don't have a lot of time to teach everything. So if you know it, just follow me. If not, just fake it. And if you really want to go and dive deep into this movement, so please join my Patreon. I'm gonna go. I promise I'm gonna go through everything and teach you all the movements with the music. For now, it's just like a fun class, just a sample. Don't feel discouraged if you don't succeed everything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 1, 2. Breathe deeper. Go up. Go lotus. Release the hands in a cobra. Forward in a bird. Go up. Hands in a certain position. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 6, 7. Go shoulder shimmy. 1, 2, 3, Khaliji. 7, 8. Sidewinder. To the side. Egyptian. 4-4 shimmy to the front. And a barrel. And a waves. And let's do it from the beginning. I'm going to show you one time with the hoops. One time with the hoop. 5, 6, without all the beginning. From here. So 1, 2, 3. I said I'll show it with the hoop, and I didn't. So in the moment I'll show you with the hoop. And 5, 6, 7. Take your head, take your hand, roll it, take it front, up, down, in, out, T, 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 shoulder shimmy, 2 Khaliji toss, 2 figure 8, to a sidewinder, to an Egyptian, to a 4-4 shimmy going front, to a barrel turn. Yay! Again, from the beginning. I'm gonna do it now with hoop just to show you how it looks, how all the choreography, but you can continue and do the same movements. I'm gonna start from the floor. You can definitely join me on the floor if you want. It's gonna look a little bit different with the hoop. Open the arms. Breathe. Up in a palace. Lotus. From the back to the front. Take your toes in. Go up. 5, 6, head. Right to left. A whole count of 8. Chest right to left. Hips melting on me. 1 hand. wave it. Go front, up, down, in, out, tiki, 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 up, shoulder shimmy, figure 8, Sidewinder, Egyptian, going a 4-4 shimmy, and a roll. I forgot something, I know I forgot the toss. Let's do it together, 5-6 from the beginning. Head goes right to left for a whole count of 8. Chest goes right to left, hip goes right to left in a melting omni. Head, hand, roll it around. Up, down, in, out, tiki, 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 up, shoulder shimmy, toss. Yay, I remembered, right, left, and Sidewinder. Go, Egyptian shimmy. Yes. Okay, so even for me that was confusing because I was learning the whole thing without a hoop with you today, but I just wanted to show you how cool it can look when you can add something as a prop. In this dance itself, in the solar eclipse, I'm using the hoop a lot. You can see it on the video that I'll put in the description in a few minutes, so you can come back and see it. And see how this whole combo that I taught you today looks on the actual music of Caminanda, the subterranean fountain. And yeah, I kind of wanted to just let you feel how it's like to learn a really part of a choreography. And if you are using hoop, I know a lot of you are like amateur hoopers or maybe professional hoopers. A lot of you seeing that because you're in the tribal fusion scene, on the feminine dance scene, so you probably tried some hoop. So you can see how it looks all together. And yeah, you can refer to this class. I think I'm going to keep it live up on my channel. And yeah, I'm going to upload this whole dance into my Patreon in May and June, probably in May, because this is my tribal fusion dance for May for my Patreon. So if you're interested in knowing more how to do all the movements, how to do the barrel with or without a hoop, yeah, everything is going to be there. And as I said, all the little movements I explained, like a shimmy, like snake arms, like chest lift or hip lock. I have a lot of little tutorials on my YouTube, so you can go and check it out. I'll put all the links down below, I promise. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next class. Please stay updated on my Instagram, on my YouTube, not on my YouTube, on my Instagram, on my posts, on my stories. I will upload all my classes there. Thank you for joining me and see you next time. I'm going to end this. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please write me in the comments below, not now. Come back to this video and write in the comments, press the like button, it really helps my channel grow. Thank you so much. See you next time.